guys, it's Trish back with another video. Today we're going to make some really fun Wednesday inspired earrings using these beautiful products. You're just going to need these beautiful crystal balls from Dress It Up Buttons. This beautiful purple strand from Jessie James Beads. I mean, look at that, guys. Crazy. And this new Wednesday strand that Jessie James just came out with. Really cool looking, really reminiscent of Wednesday. And then you're going to need some 20 gauge wire, some ear wires, and just your basic jewelry making tools. So let's get started. Okay guys, so what I've done, I have taken both of those strands off of the wire just so we have them there to work with easily. I have gotten out the purple crystal balls. Those are the ones that I want to use in this project. And I've cut myself about a 6-inch piece of 20 gauge wire. So we're just going to start by straightening that wire out with our fingers just a bit, just to kind of warm it up and get it ready. And we're going to take our round nose pliers here and we're just going to make a loop on the end. To make a loop on the end, it's just simply grab the end of the wire so there's no wire poking up through. You cannot see any as you look over the top here. You just have that end. And you place it in your round nose plier to the size that you want to make your loop. So I'm just going to grab it here. I'm going to grab it just a portion up here and I'm going to give it a roll forward. I'm going to release and roll forward again until I get my loop to where I want it. Once you do that, you're going to want to reinsert your pliers and just give it just a little cock back by pushing that bottom wire backwards. And that's going to center your loop on your wire for you, and it's going to make it look much nicer whenever you're hanging your charm from the bottom. And that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to hang one of our crystal balls from the bottom here. And I'm just going to take my tweezer nose pliers, or you can use, if you have chain nose pliers, anything like that'll work. And just open up that loop and attach one of our purple crystal balls right there, okay? And just close that loop. And we're always going front to back when we're opening and closing our loops. That goes for jump rings, for loops that we make on wire, anything like that. Okay. Just going to straighten that wire back out once I got my crystal ball on there. And then we're just going to start building the bottom part of our earring. When I make earrings, I like to do my earrings in sections. So then that way you have a lot of movement, you have a lot of flow, and it really just catches the eye. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to pick out some beads. I'm going to pick out one of these beautiful pave encrusted rounds here from the Wednesday strand. I'm going to put that on. I'm going to go ahead and take a rondelle from the purple and I'm going to put that on just like so. I like a lot of bling, so I'm going to pick out the blingy beads, that's for sure. And then I'm just going to take, actually I'm going to take a purple bead here, I think. One of these really pretty crystals and place that on just like so. All right, then what we're going to do, we have some beads here. We can decide, do we want to add more to this section? Do we like it the way it is? Let's add another rondelle just like so, and maybe one of these black rounds from the Wednesday mix. So see, there's our piece of our bottom piece of our earring right there. So all we're going to take is our round nose pliers again, and we're going to grab that wire right above that last bead that we put on there. And we're going to make sure that we're close down to that bead, and we're going to give our wire a horizontal bend. Okay, let me put that back up there. Okay, once you have that, you're going to rotate your pliers so they are vertical, and bring your wire up and over your pliers. You're going to rotate your pliers horizontal once again, and then bring your wire across. In doing that, you have made yourself a little loop right there. So then what you're going to do then is take your chain nose or tweezer nose, whatever pliers you have, and grab that loop, just like so. Give this a few wraps around, and you can see as I'm wrapping, that is going downward toward our piece. And then I'm just going to take this wire and just lay it across my beads, because I want to give myself just a little bit more interest to my piece. So I'm going to take this wire and I'm going to wrap it around each piece. And you can see where I'm going here. I'm laying that wire in underneath that rondelle. And then I'm just going to continue that down. I'm going to angle it, wrap it again right at that rondelle, underneath that rondelle. Sorry if I went off there. And then we're just going to finish it up right back in there where the wire was wrapped here originally. And I'm just going to go ahead and take my flush cutters and give that a trim. Okay. And you can see our little wire is still poking out here. So we're going to want to take our pliers in and just give that a little squeeze and push that in so it is well hidden underneath there, so it won't grab someone's hair. It won't cause any problems. Just kind of tuck it up in there. So there is our first section of our earring. Okay, so now what we want to do is take another piece, but we won't need as much, but I still grabbed a 6-inch piece. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and massage that and get it ready. And take our round nose plier and grab that with my round nose pliers again, so we do not have wires sticking up, and giving that a roll forward. And again, we're going to take our pliers, pop them in there, and just give this a pop back. So we have a little lollipop on top, basically. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to open that up. Okay, just open that loop just like we did before when we put our crystal ball on. But this time we're going to hook in the earring part that we made. Now, guys, if you don't like long earrings, you may want to just stop with this bottom part, which would be absolutely gorgeous. But I like long earrings, so I'm going to add another section. And you can see here what I'm talking about, where you're going to have all that movement, because you're going to have your crystal ball moving, you're going to have your earring piece moving, your first earring piece, and then we're going to add a few more beads on the top just to give it really a nice movement. Okay, so now I'm looking here and I'm deciding, okay, what do we need? So I think I'm going to add, since this purple matches with this one so well, I'm going to add one of these rondelles onto this top section. Okay, just like so. We're going to keep it simple, I think. And I want to get, there we go, one of the medium-sized rondelles, and I'm just putting that on my wire and sliding it down. And then simply, I'm just going to take another one of those black rondelles and put that up and through that wire as well. So there's our top section. We're going to keep that small, but we're going to do the same thing. We can even put, actually, I think I'm going to put one of these little silver spacers on and a tiny black crystal to kind of top that off. Let's do that. Okay, there we go. That looks good. So I'm going to do the same thing, guys. I'm going to put my round nose pliers. I'm going to bend horizontally, rotate my pliers up and over, rotate again and across. Okay, easy peasy. And then I'm just going to grab my loop with my pliers and give this a wrap, just like we did on the last one. Just wrap it down. You can decide, guys, if you want to put wire wraps the whole way down both parts, if you just want to do one of your sections, if you don't want to do it at all, it's all your choice. So there is the second section with the wire wrapped around it. So we're ending here again at where the rondelle is between the bead there. And we're just going to take our pliers and just give that wire just a little trim, just like we did before. And give it a squeeze, tuck it back in there, just like so. Okay, now we're going to make sure all of our loops are lined up. And what I mean by that is, so when your earring is in your ear, everything you want facing forward is facing forward, okay? So I'm making sure that this loop goes back and forth because that's the way my ear wire goes, and I just want to straighten this loop up to kind of match that, okay? And then I want to make sure my bottom section is straight, and it looks like we are in good shape there. And I'm just going to grab my ear wire and put my ear wire on. Okay. And this is just a basic ear wire French hook. And I'm just going to open up the loop on this again, going front to back. Whoops, wrong side. There we go. Going front to back, just like so. And then we're going to place our loop from our earring through the loop on the ear wire. Close that up, and there we have one of our earrings. So I'm going to work on the other one, guys, and I'll be right back. So that's it, guys. Here are our shoulder duster Wednesday earrings that we made just using simple wire and beads and our cute little crystal balls from Dress It Up Buttons. Hope you enjoyed this one, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.